When you make a carousel tweet post about losing weight without counting calories, is that something that you feel like doing?
No.
Okay. On a scale of like, I really want to do this to like, where are you at 1 to 10?
So here's the thing, it's actually funny. So I heard a quote, I think it was actually Sal from Mind Pump who said this. It was to the effect of, the person who loves walking will walk longer than the person who loves the destination. And I don't know if I fully agree with that, because in this instance, we're going to say making the post and actually posting it is walking in this instance, right? Like actually sitting down, making the post. I did not want to do that at all, at all. But the destination being people getting help, the positive feedback I would get from it, the potential signups from the inner circle I would get from it, that's why I had the motivation to do it. I was like, hey, I need to do this in order to help my business, which is the end result. So, yes, actually, I very much believe that the person who loves it will actually walk further. Mm-hmm. I do think it's important to understand, even if you don't love it, it's better to do something than nothing at all, right? So it's like, even though I didn't love the process of making that post, the thought of the end result of it was enough just to get me to do it. And maybe it wasn't done as well as if I had really loved the process and enjoyed every moment, but at least I got it done.
Absolutely.
Right? So that for me is that it was not because I enjoy it at all, but out of the entire process, the part that I enjoy the most is the end result of it. So that justified doing it at all.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes complete sense. And I agree with that quote. When you compare making a post like that to doing a Friday vlog with Mitch, I would imagine the Friday vlog with Mitch is more enjoyable while you are doing it than making the Instagram post. Is that right?
The Friday vlog is infinitely more enjoyable. I get to hang out with somebody, Mitch and I get to hang out and talk and relax, and we have a really good time. So that's fun. And then I also get to just do my daily thing and have him basically capture everything, and then he can create that content for me and make it more usable and digestible and have very fun aspects to it without me having to put in the work. But me writing out the post first, another thing about Mitch that's helpful is Mitch will often come up with the content ideas. Before we meet, he'll come up with 4 to 6 different ideas and say, what do you think about these? And then I can choose. When it's me making the content, I have to decide, and then I have to figure out how I'm going to, the tweet carousels are relatively easy for me now because I've been making content for 11 years or something.
You've made that same piece of content, not in the exact same way, but you've made it 150 times.
So I know how I'm going to structure it. I know what I'm going to say. But even then, it still takes time and effort. And then I have to put it into InShot and format it so that the tweets will fit properly into Instagram. And then I've got to it's a whole fucking process. And the funny part is, this is a relatively easy style post. If I was going to make my own video, it would take way longer, be way more difficult. And but I still do it. For me right now, though, it's just which type of post is the path to least resistance. Between having a daughter and the wife and everything else going on, it's just other things are more important. So I want to spend as little time as possible.
You're not going to add a second day of vlogging when instead you could do that post in a shorter amount of time. And instead of spend 8 hours away from or whatever, you're spending a half hour,
Correct. Exactly.